This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with MTK Glove. Why did you do that, Brian? Brian, why did you do that? There you go. That shut him up, didn't
it? You're supposed to be at work tonight, back in Dublin. In a bar somewhere.
They've really thrown me now. Sensational performance tonight. Katie, as dominant as you're ever going to get.
Yeah.
Won every single round on every judge's scorecard.
Yeah, that was a great performance actually, against such a great opponent as well, in Wahlstrom. She came here to win tonight, which made it even better, and I was very disappointed obviously after the last fight with Cindy Serrano. She was so defensive, but Eve actually came to win here tonight, and that's what made it such a great fight, and I was able to open her up a small bit more tonight.
Yeah, obviously just coming back to that, what you were saying with Serrano, you were quite sort of disappointed, even though you kind of won the fight comfortably, that she was so negative in the performance, and that kind of but tonight Eva came to fight, so
she came to win, and we knew that as well, and the two of us were coming into the fight undefeated. She was a very, very proud champion. Both of us have accomplished amateur careers as well, so it made for such a great fight, I think, and I think it was a great showcase for women's boxing.
It's been a really good year for you this year, and next year, obviously, we're kind of coming to the back end of 2018 now. So 2019, the rest of the belts.
Yeah, absolutely. That fight tonight just set me up for a great 2019. I obviously the main goal is to become the undisputed champion in the lightweight division, and there's also Amanda Serrano as well. So Cecilia Braekhus is going to be a huge year next year, I think. So exciting times ahead.
How soon do you want that Amanda Serrano fight? Because obviously it's going to be made easy now that she's you sort of under the same banner now. So
yeah, as soon as possible, really. I'm very happy to. Obviously, I'd love to become the undisputed champion, but it's also very important to get those big fights as well when they are available. So whenever that fight can be made, I'm very, very happy to take it.
Should we ask your promoter when it is? Edward?
Hello.
She's got some questions for you. Yeah, or we have anyway. First of all, do you want to obviously congratulate her on camera on a dominating win today?
Congratulations, Kate. It was a great performance. I mean, it's more rewarding for Ross and the team's job is for a performance. That's for me. It's more about everything else that happened. So we walked a little bit too early with a song. I thought we should have given it a little bit more time for the intro.
Yeah.
Great song choice as well.
Yeah.
Whose idea?
Shout out to Thomas, but that was it. Oh, was it yours? Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't my choice.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, it was Thomas, I think. Thomas O'Brien. But I just thought, to box here, I mean, it's blown me away out there tonight. I've been here loads of times, but just when you look round, it's just unbelievable. And to see her performing here, and she always puts the pressure on me, because when we finished the last fight, I said, I'm going to try and get you on Madison Square Gardens, but you might go on December 22nd. And she said, yeah, Madison Square Garden. Yeah. So I was like, okay. So
that was in the press conference after her fight. I know. I remember. Yeah.
So it wasn't easy because obviously it's not our show completely, but thanks to Golden Boy and for the slot, and just to see her box out there and the reaction, it's really starting to gather some momentum now. Really starting to gather some momentum, and 12 fights in, and like Barclays Centre, Wembley Stadium, Millennium Stadium, Madison Square Garden, O2, Manchester Arena, Wembley Arena, York Hall.
Don't forget York Hall.
So no, it's pretty. It couldn't have gone any better.
How soon before that Serrano fight is made?
Serrano's going to box January the 18th on our show at Madison Square Garden, and she's going to go for her 7th world title at 115 pounds, is it? Which is madness, but that's what she wants to try and do, and then she'll have a fight probably at 135 and then fight Katie. So basically it's Vellante, Pearsoon and Serrano. They're the three.
In that order?
Sometimes it's not possible that way. Ideally that would be the order, but sometimes you have to switch it up. But Wahlstrom, she's 24-0, WBC world champion. She didn't win a second of a round, so it's a really dominant performance. And I'm excited to jump into those fights where you can get a bit nervous because they're really tough fights, those three. Particularly Pearsoon and particularly Serrano. Tough, dangerous fights. But she's done everything else now, so you're ready now. You're into sort of legacy stuff and those mega fights that we've been looking for a while. But been another really good year. 4 fights, which is a bit, she normally like 6 or 7. Yeah. But no, that's been great. You know with Katie that you give her the date, she's going to be there. Ross has done a great job. Brian and Tomas been, putting up with me and Ross and Katie, and she's put unbelievable sacrifice in. And it's nice to see her go home now for Christmas. Timing couldn't be better. 15th of December, get home for the 17th of December, and then have a great break over Christmas, and then start again New Year.
Did you agree with everything that Eddie was saying there?
I do actually. I concur.
You didn't mention Cecilia Braekhus. Any reason?
No, I don't know. I don't know whether she'd come down to 140. I mean, Katie would struggle. I think even if she was fighting at 140, I don't think she'd come in at 140. Maybe, I don't know, like 137, 130. I don't know. I mean, and Braekhus is 147. Would she come down to 140? I mean, it's up to the team, but I wouldn't like to see Katie fight above 140. And but sometimes
your limit 140.
But then sometimes you got to do something a little bit. I don't know how long Braekhus is going to be around. I don't think years and years. Same with Serrano. I mean, she nearly walked away from the game because she wasn't getting the opportunities. But one of the things about women's boxing is there are people that fluctuate between weights. I mean, you see it with Amanda, and you see it with other people who. Katie's beaten 3 fighters at lightweight that have all moved up to 140 and won a world title.
But I mean, if you weren't to fight Cecilia next year, would that ship have sailed?
I don't think. I don't know. I don't know if you look at Braekhus and think I want that fight.
If the fight is available, if she is.
You just saying you wanted to smash her teeth in a minute ago.
You're putting words in my mouth now. But I would obviously love to be involved in those big fights, and if Cecilia is willing to come down to 140, that's a fight that we will be happy to take.
That's a mega fight. I mean, there's a few mega fights in women's boxing, which is Taylor Serrano, Taylor Braekhus, Shields, Braekhus. No, not Shields. She's a bit big for you.
She was tweeting about you tonight.
She loves Katie. They've got a good respect. I mean, she's great, Clarissa. I mean, she's not everyone's cup of tea. But she's my cup of tea. I like Clarissa Shields. I think she's a real fight. I think she trains hard. She's up for fighting anybody. She's entertaining.
She talks how we wanted to talk.
Yeah, or how you wanted to talk. Views.
Absolutely, I'm not gonna lie.
But they're Taylor, Shields, and Braekhus. They're the 3, and Serrano.
Get Eddie on record there. The real $1 million, as corny as it is, the real $1 million baby. That's what Katie gets when she fights Braekhus.
Yeah, is it? Okay,
yeah.
There you go.
Holly Holm. The other one that's going to be a threat is Cyborg. I mean, I think she's going to move to boxing. She messages me quite a lot, and she's saying she's coming to boxing after her last UFC fight. So she's going to be.
Chris Cyborg, that interest?
I think she's a bit heavy, isn't she? She won 147.
Is she? Yeah.
Holly's interested. We've had
Holly
conversations.
Hunt,
yeah. Andy Prescott's her manager. There's 2 fights left with the UFC. So.
What about Rowdy Roddy Piper? That lady, what's her name?
And Mr. T.
Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
She's in WWE now.
Oh yeah.
Rowdy Roddy Piper. So she's going to be out in March.
March, yeah. It'll be March 15, 16, or 17. Just sorting it out. It'll be Paddy's Day weekend.
Here?
Philadelphia.
Oh, Philadelphia.
Yeah, we haven't done that one before.
No.
So.
Are you happy with
Back
Philadelphia?
next week, then?
Yeah, pretty much. It's 13 weeks, I think, tonight.
Yeah,
Something
I
like
am
that.
happy.
So,
You are
3
happy with
weeks
that?
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell him now if you're not.
No, I'm
it's
happy.
fine.
because I want to try and get
Yeah.
if we don't do at least 4 fights next year. Katie scares me more than any of the other fighters. That's why I always deliver. So I'm petrified of her. Really.
Is that nervous?
She starts off all nice, and then actually when you have a meeting, you're like,
Oh, really?
Really?
yeah, no, she's not, she's not demanding, but she tell you what she wants, Pressure's
That's
on to
right.
deliver it. Exactly.
I'm a good businesswoman.
Exactly.
Good to hear.
But actually, on a serious note, like the women's boxing business is just going. Actually, what's happening at the moment is you discuss purses, and then by the time you get into the deep, like the latter end of that, the market's changed again. That makes sense. Like the money in boxing is just going up and up and up and up.
The purses for women going up?
Yeah,
though? Yeah,
without doubt. I mean, you know,
considerably, or
yeah. I mean, you know, and they say they should, because they've got value, the same value, just as other fighters on the card who might be making more money. So you know, it's just natural that if purses in the sport are going up, all purses are going up. It doesn't matter if it's women's or men's. You know, look at the reaction she had tonight. You know, it's not. But originally it was like, oh, it was just great for women to get the opportunity to fight on cards. Now that's changed. Now it's more, no, they must be on, and they've got massive value on the card and in the game. So
you can't really watch a fight like that tonight and not be impressed, regardless of whether it's a.
No, but that's sometimes what you're up against. You've always said that. There'll be some people who've already made their mind up. I don't like women's boxing. But then all we're asking is just watch, and there'll be a lot of converted people there tonight. But I'm sure Katie wants to promote women's boxing, but she's focused on herself, and you know, the reaction of people is the reaction of people. Yeah. You know, all you can do is do your best and perform to the best of your ability. If people like it, great, and if they watch it, they will like it. But she's not going to spend her whole life trying to change people's minds. She's going to try and achieve her dreams rather than worry about other people's.
Exactly.
Okay, Casey, have you got anything else you'd like to add? Do you want to do a verse of Fairy Tale in New York?
Yeah, I can't sing actually.
Can you sing? No?
I can't dance.
Not at all. Did you watch Eddie dance yesterday? Have you seen that? Maybe I'll show it to you after.
It's just a little bit of Michael Jackson.
I've seen a clip of him dancing before. Alright.
That wasn't intentional.
With his top off, yeah, that one.
The only saving grace
okay.
was I had my top off, I was next to Frank Smith. So I look like reasonably in decent shape.
Could you imagine Bob Arum doing any of this? We really
probably would. Trust me, once it gets to about 10 o'clock, Bob Arum's having a party. Don't worry about that.
Eddie Hearn, Casey Saylor. I forgot this was actually Casey's interview. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. You know, she's learning stuff that she probably didn't know prior to this interview. It's great. Yeah. Congratulations. And are you staying in America, or are you going back to Ireland?
I'm going back to Ireland tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
The first time I've been home in 6 or 7 months, I think. So I'm looking forward to it.
Just need a Rocky Fielding win tonight.
And Tevin
Farmer. No worries. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Kugan.